Hey friends, it's Liza here. Welcome back to another video. I have been wanting to make a video like this for quite some time now because events such as this have become such a huge part of my life and my livelihood. So I thought I would bring you guys along this weekend so that you could see what it's actually like participating in an art festival. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these things are exhausting and they're a lot of hard work, but more importantly, they are incredibly rewarding. It's a lot of fun to get out and do things like this, and I am so grateful for every opportunity that I have to do so, especially now. And when it means that I get to do what I love for a living, I mean, that really is just priceless. In case you're new here, my name is Liza Compass, and I love making videos about art, music, and my creative journey as a whole. So if creative, inspiring content is the thing that moves you, consider sticking around after this to enjoy some of my other videos and join this amazing and growing family. So far, you guys have been watching a time-lapse of my husband Logan and I setting up my display. This entire process usually takes anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours. 3 or so if I'm setting up by myself. But every show is different. Sometimes schedules work out and I can have some extra help from my partner in crime, and sometimes I have to fly solo. But that's just the name of the game. But this show is awesome because it has a Friday setup and it's inside. So we'll be able to get everything in place today and then come back tomorrow for 2 full days of art show magic. So let's fast forward to tomorrow and get this vlog on the road. Coffee is good. The look on your face right now.
That needed to be recorded.
Hey guys, good morning. We just got here at the Cool Art Show in St. Petersburg, Florida. It is the weekend of July 24th and 25th. It is really early, but at least we don't have to set up this morning, so that's really good. It was a little bit of a drive to get over here. It did rain a little bit, but hopefully it's not going to scare off patrons today if it sprinkles. I think it's going to be sunny for most of the day, so we'll see how that goes. I think today is going to be really fun. I have my husband here today to help me, so he's going to be in the video. Say hi, Logan.
Hi, Logan.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
So with that, we do have a couple more things we have to grab out of the car. We're going to take them inside, get set up, and get ready to talk to people and hopefully sell lots and lots of art. Let's go.
Let's art, mother.
No! Not appropriate for YouTube. So yep, that's my husband. He's one of those quiet types. Unassuming until you get to know him, and then he's a total weirdo like me. I guess that's why we work so well together, but I have to admit these shows are always a lot funner with him around. I like to say that he's here about 30% for the muscle and 70% for the comedic relief. It's still here! Yay!
Alright, so what you doing?
Are you filming me?
Yes.
Going into the under table of all things magical to find my extra stuff that I need. So this is a big reason why I bring tables to shows, because you can store all of your crap under it. So I have extra prints down here. We have food because food is good, food is great. And I have my go box down here, which is basically my emergency kit of show supplies. So in here I have everything that I could possibly need for art festivals. I have glass cleaner, I have my square reader stuff, scissors, tape, I have pricing tools if I need to throw up some extra prices on prints or anything. I have zip ties because you always need zip ties, super helpful thing to have. We have some shrink wrap in here. Oh, hand sanitizer. This needs to be out on the table. Health and safety first. And yeah, I have paper cutters in here. I have boohoo tack. I came in here to get masking tape. Oop, the lights just came on. Logan, look. Also, can we just talk about how cool this venue is for a minute? I mean, it's such an amazing multi-purpose space located right in the middle of downtown St. Petersburg. I'm probably going to mention this way too many times, but this show is inside, and that just doesn't happen, you guys. Well, it does, but to say that it's rare is an understatement. But so far, I am definitely a huge fan of the cool art show. And although the idea is the same, my setup is slightly different from what I would normally take to an outdoor event. Not by much, but if you'd like me to go more in depth about my setup and how to plan for outdoor art festivals in rain, shine, and all of the surprises that Florida has to offer, just let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to know more about what you guys would like to see next. So, best trick I've found to put up tags is just a handy dandy paper clip, masking tape, and then once we have that ingenious piece of rocket science set up, this goes on the wall, and that's it.
So, hon, you excited?
Yeah, of course I am.
Awesome.
It's gonna be a good show. It's inside. Again, it's inside in Florida.
That is a nice change of pace.
Is my favorite part about this show. So right now I'm just flipping through this bin because as you can see, it's so full that people aren't going to be able to browse through it normally. I try to keep just like one of each thing in here. These guys might actually go in the big bin. We'll see in a second. I don't know where it's going to fit, but we'll figure that out.
Yep.
Because see, here's the thing, I also have this entire box filled with larger prints, which are gonna go in that basket over there.
Those are big.
Look at this. So many.
And here we see the artistic process of selectively choosing prints, which are sure to catch a potential buyer's eye.
You're weird.
Yes. Well, you do got a lot of art.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think these guys will go out on the table because I sold the original of this at one of my last shows, and it's always really popular. So since people can't see it up on the wall, we'll put it on the table so they are sure to notice it. So I'll hold those out, and then these guys are always super popular too, Plague Doctor, so I'm going to keep those out as well. This is just going to make it easier for people to look through stuff too, because they're not going to have to look through several versions of the same thing and get bored. Ooh, I found more.
Yay.
Ooh, what's this?
That's the...
I was looking at the edition number.
Oh, okay.
I know what it is. I actually really like this piece. We have the original here still, and fun story about this. It was kind of a therapeutic exercise. It's a really simple drawing, but it started because I spilled tea all over something that I was about to work on, and I was like, oh, well, that's okay, we'll just keep going, and it turned into this just, you know, lesson in making things work with what you have. That's what this really means to me.
Oh, filling up the big box with the big prints.
Big box.
Real big box. Well, comparatively.
I think I'll keep these out on the table. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's a really popular piece. So.
Yeah. And then something else that I've been wanting to do for a really long time is set up some kind of guest book that people can leave their contact info or leave like nice little messages if they want to. I got this off my Redbubble shop. This is a journal that I got made with soul searching on it, as you can see, which is of course one of my favorites. But my book is empty, which makes me really sad, and I want to encourage people to write in it. So hopefully someone writes in it pretty soon. What you doing, husband? Looking at what?
Guest book.
You want to sign it?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna sign it. Guest book. What you writing? Oh, announcement time. Better put this away. And just like that, the floodgates were open. The Cool Art Show has been around for 32 years, and it's apparently extremely popular. People look forward to this show every year. In fact, I heard we had a huge line outside to get in right as we opened this morning. That is so cool. I'm so grateful to be a part of PAVA and to everyone who makes this show a reality year after year. What an amazing tradition of art and community support to have right here in our own backyard. Okay, so I'm glad I brought extra art because I sold the print that was framed and hanging here. So Logan just went out to the car and got Looking Back for Me, which is a mixed media acrylic and oil painting. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up some space. Well, so far so good. Not only an hour in and I've already sold something off the wall, so that's awesome. It's always a good idea to come to these things well overstocked so you can rotate work throughout the day. Sometimes things sell, and sometimes you might decide that you just want to look at something different for a while, and that's okay too. Something that I've noticed more and more as I continue to do art festivals is that the artists will fall into one of two mindsets. There's those who obsess over selling, more worried about their bottom line than anything else, and then there are those of us who are just here to have fun, to meet people and to connect with them over something we all love, the art. Now, I'm not saying that the money isn't something to worry about at all at these things, because obviously it is. We need to earn enough to cover our booth fees, travel, and other expenses at least so that we can keep doing this and participating in the future. But I do think that it's worth leaving those worries at the door. There's plenty of time to strategize and agonize over sales when I get home. But in the moment, worrying about any of that stuff isn't going to do me one bit of good. I mean, think about it. I cannot change who's here. I cannot materialize people who are instantly going to fall in love with my art or have bottomless pocketbooks. All I can do is enjoy this moment and to do what I do best, and that's to express myself. So I talk to people. I greet people with a smile to let them know that I'm grateful for their presence, but just as importantly, to show that I'm present. I am here to share my story and to listen to theirs if they'll have me, to describe my process and open up about the things that inspire each individual piece. My frustrations here, my triumphs there, all of the unique components that came together to create the art they see before them. It might sound cliche to say that I don't do this for the money, but honestly, there's a lot of truth in that statement. It doesn't matter to me if all someone can afford is a print. It doesn't matter to me if they can't afford anything more than to share their time and appreciation, to talk to me, and to come out to things like this, which infuse our communities with creativity and support for the arts. I know that a lot of people don't think this way, but to me, every single interaction means something. You never know how your art, your energy, the words that come out of your mouth are going to move somebody for the good or even for the bad. So if you're thinking about showing and selling your own art publicly, this would be my biggest piece of advice. Be kind. Be yourself. Put money out of your head, at least for the moment, and try your best to just have fun. There's really nothing to worry about, because getting to this point and having the courage and generosity to share what you do with others is a huge accomplishment. So be proud of yourself. You deserve it. Hey there guys, so today's show was really great. I met so many beautiful, fantastic people to talk to, and I sold an original, a framed print, and some other stuff too, so really all in all, a really lucrative, amazing day. St. Pete is such a great area, and honestly, so is Central Florida in general. We live over in Tampa, which is within a few hours' drive of so many incredible shows, events, and other opportunities for artists year-round. I really do feel so lucky to live here. Yep, you heard that right. Florida woman over here, born and raised. But even if you don't live close to a big city and opportunities like this are kind of scarce, don't let that discourage you. find whatever you can in your local community. Join an art guild, a club, participate in your closest art walks, or if there really isn't anything established, then maybe make one up of your own. Do your own thing. We are so lucky to be blessed with the internet these days. So like-minded people and art communities are always within reach, no matter where you call home. Are you ready? Are you ready to do stuff?
Do what? Where are we going?
Art show.
There's an art show today?
Logan's driving today. Say hi.
Salutations, viewers.
Anyway, it is day number 2 of the PAVA Cool Art Show in St. Petersburg, Florida. We are almost there and I'm really excited. We had a great day yesterday and I can't wait to see what happens today and what kind of people we meet, and hopefully we will sell some more art. So let's go. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this show has been organized by PAVA, which is the Professional Association of Visual Artists right here in Florida. Every artist here this weekend is a member of this awesome organization, which prides itself in fostering growth through collaboration with other artists and making high-quality art accessible for everyone to enjoy. At the end of the day, we are all just a bunch of artists helping each other out, building each other up rather than tearing each other down. We're invested in everyone because this isn't a competition, and that's the beauty of any art form. This is all subjective, so the best any of us can do is have a good attitude, work on becoming a better artist than we were yesterday. It's not about being the best in the room. It's about being the best you that you can be. So focus on you, focus on what you do, and your own special brand of magic. I am really glad I walked up here. Okay, so it is just after 10 a.m. We have just opened for the second day of the Cool Art Show, and check out this view. This is everybody that's here. If you look right over there, about right there, that's actually my tent. You might be able to see my orange sparkly frame on the corner there. Something new that I've decided to try is keeping this tablet out running continuous time-lapse footage from my YouTube channel. It certainly gained a lot of attention throughout the weekend, and it's an easy way to start conversations with people. I find that people who come to art shows are usually really interested in how the art is made, but unless they themselves are an artist, they may shy away from asking, just because they aren't sure how to phrase their question or even where to begin. But seeing it quietly for themselves is an easy, unobtrusive way to get a great conversation started. Day 2 hasn't been quite as crazy busy as day 1, but we've still had a great time. I've been selling prints all throughout the day, and then with only 15 minutes left before we close, I sold another original. Now it's time to wrap this one up before wrapping up our time here at the 32nd Annual Cool Art Show. And then just like that, it's time to say goodbye. Another day, another art show in the books, another tired, sweaty Liza packing up to head home with a huge smile on my face. Doing these shows isn't easy, but I really am proud of myself. So if any of you out there are daydreaming about art festival life, then just get out there and do it. It does take some planning and commitment to get to this point. It might take a little time, but it's never too late to start. You can totally do this too, and I'd love to hear all about it from future, successful, empowered you. So get to it. You've got this, and most importantly, you deserve it. Okay, so we just got back. I am exhausted, but I'm also just on this buzz right now. This particular show was great, not just because we had an amazing turnout and I was able to make a lot of sales. It was great for so much more than that. It was wonderful to be able to meet some incredible people and also meet some new artists and some new faces that were new, at least to me, here in the Tampa Bay and the St. Petersburg area. I am extremely grateful for having the opportunity to show with PAVA, which is again the Professional Association of Visual incredible artists, and being invited to participate in this show, it was just top notch. Chef's kiss. Also, I've been sitting here debating whether or not I want to tell you guys how much money I made at this festival, because here's the thing. This isn't about really making money for me at all. Now, don't get me wrong, I love what I do, and I feel so incredibly blessed and grateful that I'm able to do creative work for a living, but I also don't know if I feel comfortable sharing all of those details on YouTube quite yet. If you go to my website and look at some of my pricing, you can probably infer how well I did at this show. I was able to sell 2 original pieces, both of which were from my Inktober 2020 series. They were framed and went home to beautiful, beautiful people who are now, I think, fans of my work. And I'm really super grateful for that. I also sold a rather large framed print of Soul Searching, which was signed, hand embellished, and numbered. And that one went for a pretty penny too. And I sold like a bazillion prints. So let's just say this was an incredible show for me. It was incredible financially, it was incredible emotionally and mentally, and dare I say, spiritually. I met so many cool people that just love talking about art and the things that were behind it, the things that it reminded them of and what it made them think of. I had some incredible, incredible conversations, and so many of them were really deep and really in touch with our world and with nature, with their own spiritual journey, which made me so incredibly happy, because that's why I do what I do. And that's why I love doing these art festivals, because I get to meet people that otherwise may not come across the stuff that I do. And that is the biggest reason, the absolute #1 reason I do this. On that note, if this video has been helpful for you at all and you're wanting to get started with art festivals yourself, I haven't been doing this very long, but I would be totally willing to do a sit-down chatty video with you guys talking about my #1 tips and tricks for doing stuff like this, and let you know some of the obstacles that I've come into contact with. Because let me tell you, there have been really good experiences with doing these festivals, and there have been really bad experiences doing some of these. But you know, I wouldn't trade it for anything, and it really is just all a learning experience. So if you guys would like me to do a video like that, go ahead and just let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please do not forget to hit that like button and leave me a comment letting me know anything you thought about the video. If you were at the show, I'd love to hear from you too, to see some new and smiling faces on this channel. And then of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and join this amazing and growing family. I make content like this all the time. I make content about experimental art techniques, and I'm about to make even more content about music, songwriting, and how it all ties together with everything that I do. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna sign off here because I'm exhausted and hungry. So thank you so much for watching. Keep creating, and I will see you in my next video.